I've been tying a few sedge patterns at the moment, and this is one of the flies that I'm tying. This is a version of the Great Red Sedge that I'm tying at the moment for a friend and fishes in Ireland. This is kind of a leggy version. It's quite a simple sedge pattern to tie. It's a large size. I mean, tie lots of sedges for Ireland. This is a small chocolate drop, which is tied in similar way. There's quite a few versions of this fly, and this is the one that I've been tying, and I hope you'll like. Now, tie it both in 10s and 12s. You can get away with both sizes. Normally I would tie it in the 10. Now the thread I'm going to be using is a uni thread in 80 and Dk.Brown. Now the hook it's up to yourself really, but this is a full and mill. It's an all-purpose medium, as I say, it's size 10. So the first thing we do is take our thread down halfway. Just run our thread to that point there, and then remove the waste piece. Now we've got a fine copper wire, so when you catch this on the way down, makes it easier to tie in. And we one way, so we just start to come round the bend slightly to that point there. Now we get some dyed, this is pheasant tail, cock pheasant tail, dyed claret. Now you could use a natural if you want. So take a few fibres off, which is going to be half the body. So we catch this in, I just a loose turn at the top and slide it into the points, or the tips of the fibre. And then we carry on all the way up. Now the pheasant tail fibre is the weakest. This is what's going to hold it on, this is going to protect the wire. So wind this the opposite way, because when you wind the normal way through the wire, it will catch in more of the fibre. And it will last far longer than when you wind it up the same way, it sits in with the fibre. So it doesn't really catch as many. So if we come up this way, winding the opposite way, till we'll reach the halfway point, which is there. So we come across it with the thread. So I turn onto that, and then I turn onto the hook, which locks that turn in. And we do that, say another twice. Then we trim away the waste. As I say, the wire's going to catch in more and protect the pheasant tail fibre. And the other reason as well, if the pheasant tail fibre had been wound the same way as the wire, it sits in with it and disappears. But this way you can actually see the rib as well. So we catch that in. Now take this, tidy up to the point and about halfway between the second part of the body, and then break away the wire, and then come back down. We tie in, this is elk hair been dyed brown, just normal elk hair. Same hair you would use in the elk hair card, something like that. It's slightly stiffer hair, sits flatter. It doesn't sort of open out as much as some of the other deer hair. Now the first thing I'm going to do is remove any of the fine under fur, because I'm going to stack it. Stacking the fibres usually, it's easy, just tip first into the stacker. Tap it on your desk, check it's lined up, there we are, remove it from the stacker. Now measurement, normally I go twice the body length in this, so that would be there. So we catch that, hold that, and I'm going to trim or tie it in to this halfway point, which would be there. So I'll keep it on the top. And then I'm just pinching my fingers, going over a turn of thread, just to catch in the cut ends of the fibres, always keeping a hold of the wing, and then we come back down, just making sure it's secure. Now what I'm doing here, I've still got hold of the tips of the elk. I'm going to then take it forward and crease it slightly up here, and that there should encourage it to sit slightly flatter. Just roll in the tips here, as you can see, and by keeping a hold of the fibre it keeps it on the top, just like that. Now the legs, these flies are fished in the evening and they cause a lot of disturbance. You can fish it static or you can pull it. So the legs give a wee bit more life to the fly. Now you can use, in this case, this is a dyed Claret pheasant tail being knotted, or you can use a natural. Again, it's up to yourself. I'll use the Claret. You're looking for 6 fibres, so you want 3 either side of the wing. So if you bring the fibres 90 degrees from the stem of the feather, they should line up, the tips will line up. Now I'm just running my fingers through, checking the tips are okay, and I've got 6 there, that's fine. When I'm happy, then I tear it away. Now as I say, I want 3 either side of the wing, and I use the wing to sort of keep them apart. Have them slightly longer than the wing. There we are. So we hold them, keep it nice and tight, and then we tie these in. Come back up. In that same area, then we can just cut away or break these off. And there's your legs, you can see they're spread out. It's going to give it a wee bit more movement in the fly. Now in this area here, to tidy this up, I'm going to tie in, I'm going to use some Claret seals for. You could use a Hackle in there if you want it. You could use a Claret Hackle, or in my case I'm just using dubbing. So dub this on, quite loose like. Just coming up and down a bit, just so there's plenty of dub in there. Stroking back the dubbing with my fingers like I would do if I was stroking back fibres in the Hackle. And then what I'm going to do is hold the wing and the legs, and then a piece of Velcro, just bring out some of the seals for. This will give you your leggy like look as well, and it helps to, if you add your floating, that'll help float the fly. And then go back to our elk dyed brown, enough to form the wing, and then we cut it close to the skin, open the fibres out, remove any fluff before we stack it. Now you don't need to stack it, I'm just doing that because I like the markings. I want to see the marks of the lighter tips of the elk. So I'm going to tap this on my desk. Now before I'm doing that, I'm going to take my thread up to about, you'll need at least a head length from the eye before you tie this in. So we've got my stacked up. Now slightly shorter because you want it to slightly taper at the back to help give that caddis tight wing. So there we are, hold it there and we're happy, keeping it on top. Come around a couple of turns and then tighten up. Keep a hold of the wing, don't let it go, and come up to that point. Then we can see how things are sitting. We can check our wing, looks okay. It's fine. Now this is where we're going to tie our Hackle on. I'm using a nice brown, natural red colour. This one here. This is off a white neck. It's a lovely colour. Now you can use Claret as well, or you can use both, you can mix them together. Now what I'm going to do is then cut away or break off the bottom section, clear an area for tying in. Relax your thread to give you more grip. Make sure this is secure. You want to end up with your thread in front. You can see that space there, you need that space there. That's there to tie in your Hackle. Now I'm just going to make this quite bushy, so I'm going to take it down to the wing, down to the cut ends and come back up. And then come back down. You can always remove, if you think it's too heavily dressed, you can always remove fibre, you can't add it. So when we're happy with that, then we can do a turn in front, come across with thread, and then we can come up and tie it in. Went 3 or 4 turns, draw it back, there's the space we made, we kept for tying our materials in. It makes it much easier just to do that. And then we can simply finish holding everything back. We can now trim away with thread, trim away with Hackle, point. I usually break it off, and then we can bring the cut ends forward, ready to trim, just as we would do an elk hair caddis. usually, there's no science to how you cut it in a way, but it's just a slight angle. This will help disturbance. So just come up, maybe around about 3 mil from the, it's up to yourself how long it is you want it. You may have cut 1 or 2 hackle fibres like I did there, you can then trim them away. Now what would normally happen, I've got one trimmed here, there we go, there's one with the Claret hackle in the smaller size. You can trim underneath, so you've got a flat profile, but you can do that on the night, keep them like this, and if it's rough, or if you feel you can get away with the hackle being full, or even if you want to pull it up, you can do that. It's entirely up to yourself. And then all we have to do, don't be shy with the varnish, just dab it in there. Just make sure you get varnish on the head. Just clean it out, using a piece of wire here to do that. And there we are. I hope you enjoyed that, and that's the Great Red Sedge.